आशीष नहीं है तो फिर अगर आशीष भी नहीं है तो ग्रामर टीटी टेबल टीटी टीटी
So good morning all. Myself Toastmaster Dhaneshwar, and I would like to welcome you all to our 2 hours fun-filled and learning journey. So just before startup, I will just let you know that for this meeting we have the different drivers, our other Toastmasters, and I will act as the conductor. So I will not collect the vote, but I will collect the votes. Okay. So for your voting, please join our WhatsApp group that you can either scan it or you can contact our XCOM team. And before startup, we will have some ground rules for the offline speakers. Please keep your phone on silent mode. On for the online, keep your microphone muted if you are not speaking. Also, when you are coming here for the speech, use this stage very wisely because you have to face the 3 audience. The first one is offline, the second one is online who are joining through YouTube, through Zoom, and third one is the yourself. You can see on your YouTube, because whatever you are performing here, it will be live streamed on our YouTube channel. Okay, and importantly, we will not talk about the sex, religion, and politics. Okay, so before startup, can you go to first slide? First slide. Okay. So in our today's menu, we have very old wine. But if you are feels thirsty, water is there at that side and here also. Okay. So just follow me for our club mission. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience.
Supportive and positive learning experience
In which members are empowered to develop communication leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. So with this, I like to hand over the stage to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Adil.
Not getting voice.
Thank you so much, Parag, for noting out the technical errors. So I would request you all, as mentioned by Sergeant at Arms, to keep your mobile phone at silence or switched off. We have our audience online as well as offline. We have the guests, and our Toastmaster Parag is there online as well. So he would be presenting the book of the week. So I welcome you all to Vadodara Toastmaster Club for meeting 245th meeting. Without further ado, I would directly hand it over to Toastmaster Parag for the book of the week to start the meeting with the book of the week. So Parag, you can share the book of the week.
Wait. Shall you please keep this session in somewhat other section? Actually, I was not aware of that this book.
Okay. No issue. We can take it forward. You can keep. We will keep it in the next meeting. So no worries about that. We will start with guest introduction. Before guest introduction, we have 2 members. One previous member who has joined us and one new member who has recently joined the club. So they are giving their icebreaker speech today. So I won't invite them to give an introduction because they would be breaking the ice or today. we have some guests. So I would first go on to the online guests because they might feel alienated throughout the meeting. So we would keep you indulged in throughout the meeting. So please stay till the end. So guest Yukti, you can please introduce yourself, your name, how did you got to know about Toastmaster, Vadodara Toastmaster Club, and what you are currently doing. So if you can switch on your camera and unmute yourself and give an introduction.
Am I visible?
You are audible, but I can see black background on the screen. So you aren't visible.
Um,
It's
am
okay. You can give an introduction, and throughout the meeting, you can keep your video on.
okay. So, hi, good morning, everyone. I'm Yuti Bhavsar. I'm studying electrical engineering from SVIT Vasad, and currently I got to know about the Toastmasters Club way back in 2021 when I did attend a guest meeting. But at that time, I didn't really have so much time on my hand to attend Toastmasters Club. So I'm joining it right
Thank you. Thank you so much, guest Yukti. And we look forward to see you in offline meeting because offline meetings are quite interactive and they have a lot more fun than online. So with that, I would ask our new member, Toastmaster Mona, if she can switch on her camera and give a short introduction. Toastmaster Mona.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Your introduction, you recently joined Vadodara Toastmaster Club. You can give your brief introduction.
Yeah, briefing correction. My name is Mona. Hi, everyone. First of all, I'm going back for. My name is Mona. Hello, everyone. Warm good morning to all of you. Today, I'm going to give my icebreaker speech. What is the icebreaker speech? Is to interact with the audience which are there to give yourself introduction. So my name is Mona Parekh. I did BSc chemistry from Gujarat University, and I have 5 to 6 years of experience in a US healthcare, and I'm very honored and very happy to be a part of part of your journey with Vadodara Toastmaster. Thank you.
Thank you. And just wanted to correct here, like you will be giving your icebreaker speech next week. So we have added your name there. So today we have 3 speakers, and thank you so much for your introduction. But your icebreaker speech would be next week, and I encourage you to have a word with mentor like Toastmaster Gitanjali, Toastmaster Sanchita, and Toastmaster Kirit sir to get more detail about this. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And we have a lot of guests in the room, but I encourage you can stand at your seat and directly give a brief introduction to keep a time. So we can start with you. Thank you so much, ma'am. You can.
Not audible. Not audible.
Actually, Parag, Toastmaster Parag, introduction is going on here in the offline meeting. It might be because of the headphone. So I will be passing on the headphone to the guest. So you can pass.
Hi, this is Saula. I joined the Toastmasters Club last week. I just came to know about it recently, and I hope I can become a better person and become a motivational speaker if possible. Thank you.
Good morning, all. Myself, Jayesh Bagia. Currently, I am working in Numerator, that is market research company. And I came to know about Toastmaster through one of my colleagues, Khyati Prajapati. And this is my second session. And I am feel more comfortable and more confidence about this. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Ravi Thambi. I'm a BBA graduate student from Ahmedabad University, and this is my second lecture. I'm feeling very happy and curious to know more about Toastmaster. And thank you for all the members who has created such friendly environment where we can learn, and there is no one who can judge on our peers and on our on the things we are lacking. So thank you so much for creating and running this friendly club, and thank you so much.
Yes, my name is Hari, and I have recently completed my studies in BE Honors with Political Science, and currently I am working with an institution known as Apple Technologies. And I came across the information about Toastmasters from the director of our company. As I am having stage fear, so he just suggested me to join such organization, and this is what I have. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Mihir Damor. This was my second lecture for this Toastmasters. I have completed my masters. Currently, I am pursuing my masters of human resource management from the Maharaja Sajirao University of Baroda. Hope to utilize this platform to increase my sense of confidence. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, all the guests. Keeping time in mind, I won't stretch a lot with the message that I want to deliver, but still, I would just touch it on because it's an important aspect which I thought of sharing to you. So, usually, I start with a question, rhetorical question, as I say, that what you think is more important about communication? Like, what is the sole purpose of communication? I will give an option: accent, your fluency, or the message you want to convey. So, yes, so we all agree with the latter part, that is the message we want to convey to the receiver or the audience. But sometimes we get bogged down because of the first two part, that we want to show off with our accent. That's not the right thing. Second is, we think that if we are fluent, then only we would be able to communicate perfectly. That's also wrong. The important part is how you are able to convey your message. So if I'm speaking in front of you, my sole purpose is that if I have something in my mind, I have to deliver in such a manner that you take it with you at home, or you can convey it to someone else. The idea that I want to deliver, it should get perfectly delivered to you so that you can carry it along with you. So I had one slide. I would ask Dhaneshwar if you can share your screen, also share the screen, because we have hybrid meeting. So we have our technicalities. Before jumping on to the slide, I just wanted to highlight one point here. There is a perfect epitome about the delivery or the message that we want to convey. That epitome, I feel, is basically Florence Nightingale. She is one of the personality I recently, like yesterday itself, I was just going through and I came across. She was born and brought up, like she was born with a silver spoon. Her father was rich, wealthy enough, she could afford anything. Like she has luxurious life. She could have done anything in her life. Like she had everything. Like she would get uh, bed tea, everything delivered at her bed. Servants are there. Yet she took up a role as a nurse. So this story goes down to 1800, year 1854 to be precise. It was a rule of colonial rule. Basically, British were trying. They were on most of the time fighting with countries here and there to like propagate or bring in more colonies. So they had this Crimea War, which would being fought between Britain and Russia. So it is about 1853, and she also had the right. Like during that time, women were not allowed to take up high roles or study or do anything which is related to academics. But her father, he was supportive and he taught him maths. He took up maths and she learned maths. But she was more on the part that she wanted to serve her soldiers. So basically, British soldiers were fighting the war, and she opted as a nurse. Like she took up the training to become a nurse, and she went there on the side to help the fellow soldiers who were fighting out there. So what she found out that most of the soldiers were dying not because of injury, the cannons from Russia, rather because of the disease or the sanitation which was there in the hospital. So she took the responsibility to notify it to the superintendent. As a math student, at the first, she directly went on and informed the superintendent that the injuries are not because of the cannon which our soldiers are receiving from the Russia. It's more because of the sanitation part. Superintendent was of the opinion, you are a nurse. Focus on serving the soldiers rather than criticizing all this aspect. Even if I have fund, I won't utilize it for sanitation. Rather, I would utilize it somewhere else. So what she did was, she was a math student. She is also known as lady of the lamp. So during the day, she used to serve the soldier, help them out, serve them in all aspects. During the late hours, like during the sleep timing, she used to go around the hospital with a lamp to check, basically to get the evidence that it was the sanitation part which was causing more deaths, casualties rather than the cannon from the Russia. So she did what we usually do, a Excel file tabulated, not an Excel file. I'm just bringing an analogy. She tabulated all the data that this many soldiers are dying because of the sanitation part and this many soldiers are dying because of the injuries that they carry. She again took it to the superintendent. Superintendent was of the opinion, how I can understand? I don't know the numbers. I'm here as a military person. I don't uh, like I don't bother about the numbers. Then he came up with this beautiful, basically it's a rose diagram. You can go and search rose diagram and you would be able to find this picture. What she did was she used three colors. These are blue, black, and red. So she beautifully converted her data into a visual, because visuals are usually more able to propagate words rather than the words itself. She came up with this beautiful, even though during that time they didn't had any software or technology. She prepared this with hand and brought it to the superintendent. Superintendent was like, after seeing the pictures, he agreed that you are right, and this way he took it forward to the Queen of London or England, basically Victoria. And with this, she was able to persuade and influence the uh, the person who are in power. So my sole purpose of showing this or bringing this message was to that even if you have data, like we breathe in data day in and day out, if we directly go and put the Excel out and show to someone, it won't communicate to people. We were just discussing that in our pathway level one. At the end, we have research. So rather than just coming here and bombarding people with numbers, you can just come up with a visual that would go long way and Toastmaster is the place where you can practice, and then in the corporate or real world, you can execute. So that was the story I wanted to bring in light, even though I consumed a lot of time. But with that, I won't steal the thunder from Toastmaster Tarun, the Toastmaster of the day. We have a beautiful thing, DIE. As such, it reads as DIE, but I'm sure it's an acronym for someone. So I'm curious to know more about it. And with that, I'm pass it on to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Tarun.
Thank you, TM Adil. Good morning, all Toastmasters and fellow guests. Hello and warm welcome to the online guest as well. So my name is Tarun and I am your Toastmaster for today for the meeting number 245. The theme for today is DIE. Yesterday, I think you must have seen the poster which was circulated, but it is not about death or anything related to death. This is something else. So any guesses what the topic could be? Any guesses, wild guesses? Okay. So in a way, it is related to Toastmasters also. It is related to any organizations in which we work. Sometimes it may be related to our home also. Not always, but sometimes. Now, any guesses? Okay. Yeah. Perfect. So, DIE is diversity, inclusion, and equality. Okay. So, I will first introduce the word D, that is diversity. So, what all of us mean by diversity? Any answer? What is diversity? India is a diverse country. So, what do you mean by diversity?
Different.
Right. Right. Okay. So I will start with a quote like strength lies in differences, not in similarities. Right. Innovation depends less on IQ, but more on diverse people working together. So diversity is understanding, accepting, and valuing differences between people which may be of different races, different genders, different ages. They may be differently abled people and also may be differently sexually oriented. They may have difference in education as well as different in personality, different in skill. So that all leads to diversity. When there are diverse people working together, how does it help? Like a person itself cannot have all the knowledge. Like I cannot be master of all. So when there are diverse people working together, actually they plug the talent gaps, right? And when by doing so, it is they in a way help the society. It is for the betterment of the society, it uplifts the society when we have diverse people working for a cause. Diverse views makes the better decisions and thus drive a higher performance capability. So as Toastmaster, are we diverse? Yes, we are diverse. We have people from different religion, different genders, different age group, different skills, different knowledge. So we are diverse. Organizations also have diversity, right? Sometimes home also we have diverse ideas, diverse thought. May not be exactly the diverse way we think. But my question is diversity alone enough? Okay. So before we discuss into the I of the DIE, let me explain to our esteemed guest online as well as offline the agenda for the meeting today. Normally, the Toastmaster meeting is divided into 3 sections. First is the prepared speakers speech. We have 3 speakers for today. We have TM Barun, TM Kuldeep, and TM Dhyaneshwar, who will give you their prepared speeches. After the prepared speeches, the second section is about the table topic speeches. The table topic is a very interesting part of the Toastmaster, which helps you to give an impromptu speech. Today, our TTM is TM Pooja. She will be conducting the table topic through online mode. The third part of our Toastmaster meeting is the evaluator speech. Our general evaluator for today is TM Parag. He is also online. Each of the prepared speaker, will be evaluated by we have TM Sanchita, TM Adil, and TM Gitanjali, who will be evaluating the prepared speeches. The table topic speeches evaluation would be done by TM Bhavish. For every session, we have a voting. So, like once we finish the prepared speeches, our SAA, Dhyaneshwar will launch the online poll, and you are requested to poll give your vote for the best speaker. Like after the prepared speaker, the voting would be made online available. You have to vote for the best speakers. Then for the table topic also, similarly, once the table topic session is over, the online voting would be there. You would be able to vote for the best table topic speaker. And then for the evaluator, we will also have online voting. Similarly, there are votings also for best role player and best supporting role player. So for each of the sessions, SA would generate the online poll. Next, I would like to introduce to you our tag team. They are the pillars or strength of any Toastmaster meeting. Without them, the meeting is incomplete. Who are they? The tag team is the timer, the AHA counter, and grammarian. For the prepared speeches as well as table topic speeches, they would be analyzing your grammar mistakes or where you are using more of the filler words. To start, to invite timer of today, TM to stage to introduce his role for today. TM Biswajit.
Good morning, fellow Toastmaster and our guest. Today I will act as a timer. So basically the role of timer is to alert all the speakers during their speeches, their speech span time. And we have 3 speakers for prepared speech section, and as well as we have the table topic master also, and for evaluation section also, we have certain time span, and we have to do our speeches accordingly. So for table topic speaker, we have a time span 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I will show them this green card, and at 6 minutes, I will show them this yellow card as a warning, and at 7 minutes, I will show them red card. So they can stop their speeches on that time, and we have also 30 seconds more grace time, plus or minus 30 seconds. And besides that, in our 3 speaker, one speaker is the TM Kuldeep. He has some icebreaker speeches today. So for sorry, 2 icebreaker. Okay. TM Kuldeep and TM Barun. Sorry. TM for icebreaker speeches, we have time span 4 to 6 minutes. At 4 minutes, I will show them green card. At 5 minutes, I will show them yellow card. And at 6 minutes, I will show them red card. And similarly, for our table topic section, we have time span 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will show the speaker green card. Sorry. I will show green card. Then at 1 minute 30 seconds, I will show them yellow card. At 2 minutes, I will show them red card. And for evaluation section also, we have time span 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will show the evaluator's green card. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, I will show yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I will show the red card. So that's all from my side. Over to you, TM.
Thank you, TM Biswajit. Now I move to the next facilitator, that is the AHA counter. Today's role for AHA counter is played by TM Santosh. So I request everyone to welcome TM Santosh, who will explain his role for today. TM Santosh.
Relation between speaker and the audience is like an enjoyable ride on a road. Suppose you are a rider, you are driving on the road, you feel like potholes, speed breaker up. So that's like an interruption to your enjoyable ride. Good morning, President, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear guests. Today I am playing a role of AHA counter speaker on the stage should avoid repetitive words and filler words which affect their speeches. So I will be keeping a watch on your repetitive words like so, and, well, but. Also, I will be keeping watch on your filler sounds like and so on. So I would give best of luck to all the speaker and use wisely these words, filler words on stage while giving your speech, because it's like a knife. If filler words used wisely can give very tasty speech. If it's used not well or on proper time, it can cut the connection between speaker and the audience. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, TM Santosh. Now I would like to welcome our grammarian for today. Please welcome TM Ashish, grammarian role. He will explain his grammarian role for.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, and a very good morning to fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. As a grammarian, I will be paying close attention to the use of language, provide constructive feedback, and introduce word of the day and phrase of the day. Today's word of the day is ecstatic, which means to be extremely happy. An example for this could be the newly elected president was greeted by an ecstatic crowd. And today's phrase of the day is hang in there, which means to continue despite difficulties. And a simple example could be life can get tough sometimes, but hang in there and it will be okay. I will be presenting my report of grammarian by the end of the meeting when called upon by the general evaluator. Till then, happy public speaking.
Thank you, TM Ashish. Now we will move to the first session of today's agenda, that is the prepared speeches. Before calling the speaker, I would like to call their evaluators one by one, who will explain the speech of each of the speaker, and then they would invite the speaker to deliver their speech. So for the first speaker, TM Barun, I would like to invite TM Sanchita, her evaluator, who would be evaluating the speech of TM Barun. So please everyone give a warm welcome to TM Sanchita. TM Sanchita will explain the speech detail and path of TM Barun. Over to you, TM Sanchita.
Thank you. Thank you, TM Modi. My target speaker today, Toastmaster Barun, is going to give his icebreaker speech. I'm ecstatic to inform that he has rejoined Toastmasters. The title of the speech is Old Wine in New Bottle. Turner, please note the time limit is 4 to 6 minutes. I'm looking forward to your speech. All the best, Toastmaster Barun, and over to you, TM Modi.
Thank you. Now I would like to welcome TM Barun to give his icebreaker speech, Old Wine in New Bottle. TM Barun. TM Barun, Old Wine in New Bottle.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Oh, this is the new baton. You cannot go ahead without this. So I put on this. People will not remember what you say. People will not remember what you say. People will not remember what you did. But people will definitely remember how you made them feel. Good morning, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, guests, both offline and online, and a very good morning to my evaluator, Toastmaster Sanchita. Well, don't be very excited about the title of my speech, that is Old Wine in a New Bottle. Please remember, this is a dry state, first of all. Secondly, I don't carry any bottle of wine with me. So the old wine that I'm referring to is the man in front of you, standing in front of you. And the format that I'm speaking is the ice breaking, which I'm probably doing for the 4th or 5th time, I don't know, is the new bottle. Well, I will try throughout my talk today to make you feel satisfied, happy at least. If not happy, then at least feel good, so that as I say, people will remember you if you make them feel good. Well, I will start with the mundane things of life. I was born in the month of August this month. I was did my basic education from Calcutta, and thereafter I did my professional education in accountancy, management. Thereafter did management. Started my career as a marketing guy. Eventually shifted to banking. So that is pretty much the front end of the man that you see in front of you. Well, let me go a little bit deep inside. After completing about 12 years, I guess it's still the format, I think, 12 years in basic education and another 5 years in accountancy, economics and commerce sort of things. On the top of that, another 3 years in management. So all total, if you see, it is approximately 20 years of formal education. After that, I did work for another 10 years. So 10, 20 plus 10, so 30 years. Believe you, how I realized that what I was doing was not actually my real call. The thing that I mentioned, this thing I mentioned to my parents, and they were like, "You idiot! You spent 30 years, you spent a lot of money of ours, and you're telling this today." So what am I really interested in? Many subjects are there. I realized that I love cooking. I love traveling. Subjects like psychology, spirituality, and last but not the least, public speaking. So here I am in front of you, honing one of my true loves, that is public speaking. Well, that is the front end. Let's go to the rear end. What is that? If somebody is sorry, that person will say, somebody is at fault, that person will say sorry. He is honest, right? If somebody is not at fault or confused, even if he says sorry, he is wise. But if a person is not at all wrong, still he is saying sorry, what is that man called? Husband. You got it right, ladies and gentlemen. I am a husband to a beautiful wife and a father to a very quiet, very, very calm boy, pretty much like the character you see in Shinchan. So it is pretty much like that. But pretty much of the life that I could cover in the given 5 to 6 minutes, let me summarize like this. You should try and get your true calling. However late you may be in your life, however long it may have been, as I did, because you will feel ecstatic for the rest of your life. Hang in there. If you face challenges, you will face challenges, definitely. Your society, your family, a lot of things, your friends, hang in there, will definitely sail across. And I would like to finish off my talk with the beautiful lines by Robert Frost. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep. And miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, PM Varun, for a nice and exciting, wonderful ice-breaking speech. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Can I have it back?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I hope everyone is already ecstatic with the first speech itself. So hang in there. We have 2 more speeches with a similar energy and enthusiasm. So I would like to call the next evaluator, TM Adil, who will evaluate the speech of TM Kuldeep. TM Kuldeep will also be giving his icebreaker speech. So please welcome TM Adil, who will brief on the speech of TM Kuldeep. TM Adil.
So bear with us. We would be passing on the baton continuously. So once again, good morning, everyone. So I would be evaluating speaker Toastmaster Kuldeep. This is his first speech in the pathway presentation mastery. This would be his icebreaker speech. I would like to call upon him. His speech title is Me, Myself and I. Toastmaster Kuldeep, Me, Myself and I. Let us all ecstatically give a huge round of applause and first call Timod Tarun, who would call upon Toastmaster Kuldeep. Best of luck for your speech.
Thank you, TM Adil. Please give a warm welcome to TM Kuldeep, who will be presenting his icebreaker speech for today. TM Kuldeep, Me, Myself and I. TM Kuldeep, Me, Myself and I. All the best.
Sorry, I'm using a phone, but it'll have to do with my first speech. My name is Kuldeep, and I joined this club, and this is my first planned speech. So a few weeks ago, I came here, and I was sitting there at the back, and our officer, Mr. Parag, was sitting right next to me, and he was presenting at that time, and I remember looking at him, and he was it was a casual glance, but he was really intent on studying his notes, and that was not a reassuring sight for me. This was a man that can quell riots, that can direct traffic, but in front of speaking in front of a few people, he just became jittery. Of course, he performed well, but it was something to think about. So I suppose that, and it's not the whole week since I spoke to these guys about making the speech. It's been at the back of my mind, and yes, so basically when your knees are knocking, your teeth are chattering, and when you're on the verge of creating your own geography, that is when the true orator comes out. But I'll let you guys decide that. I'm from Baroda, but a lifetime of boarding school ensured that I know not as much as one should about Baroda. So a boarding school education sadly could not cure this anxiety of public speaking, even though I gave passionate on the passionate spur of the moment speeches to my colleagues, to my friends at boarding school, which were very effective, but little did they know that I gave these speeches because to safeguard myself, because a lot of these guys were all over 6 foot, and boarding school can be a bit tough at times. And I was a very reserved child growing up. Boarding school makes you do that, but I did have my moments of fun and pranks and antics. I can relate one incident from my life in school when we superglued one of my friend's shoes to the floor. Really, like superglued them, and I got into a bit of trouble for that. And then we set a table on fire, not intentionally, but yes, it happened. And yes, we got into a bit of trouble, and yeah, we got beaten 6 of the best by the housemaster. But my redeeming attributes were that I was good at sport. I was good at rugby, swimming, hockey, and athletics. So I suppose that made up for it all. But yes, all worth it, I suppose. And by the way, if anyone wants to give me a topic, I'm just telling you this information. If anyone wants to give me a topic to talk about in future, I'm a huge fan of the Springboks rugby team. Just bear that in mind in case you want to give me a topic to talk about. I can talk for hours on that. I was further followed on to university, which was very chill compared to an old boys boarding school. And the And the company I kept was a very fun-loving company. And as my professor so eloquently put it, who had a very flippant attitude towards academics. So yes, and the only thing that could make me go to class was if a pretty girl asked me to accompany her. Okay. My current profession, my only profession, is that I'm currently a copywriter and I'm good at my job. I'm confident in that and I'm growing in that. And so getting to the point, why did I join this club? Why did I come here every Sunday to chill with you guys and talk to you? Can anyone tell me what's the number one fear amongst humans? Public speaking. You hit the nail on the head. So that means people like you and I, if we go to a funeral, we would be more comfortable in the coffin than giving the speech, the memorial, right? Am I right? So that is why I came out here. It's if you can conquer this fear, you're better than 99% of people out there. Okay. I also happen to suffer from a genetic condition called hyperhidrosis, which basically is that my sweat glands react much faster than others. And when you are aware of that, it creates that anxiety, which only induces that even more. The only way that my doctor suggested and my personal research, the only way to get past that is by practicing. And that's why I'm here. And since I've come here, I've been here for 3-4 meetings now. And we've got some really good orators in this. Mr. Kirit has a very gentlemanly, very manly sense of humor, witty sense of humor, which I really enjoy. The gentleman that was here, who comes in the track shoes, he speaks very concisely, very precisely. And I had made someone else a note. And Mr. Vikram, the guy that had come a couple of weeks ago, very eloquent, very cool. And these are all great people that we can all look up to. And some of those people I'll always look up to. So yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, TM Kuldeep, for a wonderful icebreaker speech. And yes, one day you will also be remembered, like somebody would be giving speech and referring you as a role model for sure. Now we are on to our third speaker for the day, that is TM Dhyaneshwar. His speech would be evaluated by TM Gitanjali. So I would like to welcome TM Gitanjali, who would be presenting the speech detail of TM Dhyaneshwar. TM Gitanjali.
Thank you, Thank you. Be careful. Namaskar and very good morning to each one of you. Toastmaster Dhyaneshwar, today you will present your second speech of the project Evaluation and Feedback, your chosen path is innovative planning. Project statements of the speech of yours is to present a well-organized speech on a topic to apply the feedback you received from your previous evaluators. Timer, please note, his allotted timings are 5 to 7 minutes. Your speech title, Procrastination My BFF, Best Frenemy Forever. Sure, today, everyone will feel ecstatic listening your wonderful speech. That authorized Toastmaster Dhyaneshwar, present your best. With this, thank you and over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Oh, sorry.
So please welcome TM Dhyaneshwar to present his speech, Procrastination, My BFF, Best Frenemy Forever. TM Dhyaneshwar. Procrastination, My BFF, Best Frenemy Forever.
Good morning once again. Yeah. Before proceeding to my talk, I just want to ask you one question. That the same thing I actually, this is my repeated speech. The same thing will happen. So my question to you all, as I see most of the professionals here and some of the students also. So what is the most important driving force or driving part for your any task to complete? So I have two options. Is it the motivation or the proceeding or approaching deadlines? Which will work for you? Deadlines. I think, yeah, it's the same for everyone and for me also. And it was more for me. If approaching deadlines are there, I will work very well. So my BFF, I called procrastination my BFF. The frenemy, because it's my friend. It is with me more than a decades. I'm dealing with it. Very good relationship. But at the time, it is my enemy also because of this procrastination, I lost many important opportunities. I lost timelines. I got fined. I paid, means fined, and I trapped in different tight situations. I got scolded in offices initial time, but still it is with me. And so procrastination simply it's like a postponing or delaying the things. And because of this, my habit, and as I said, it's a long time. Some of my friends also used to call me as a Santha Dhaneshwar. Sant means like a very slow. It's going on. So I tried to cope up with this my problem, and my friend Kalpesh suggested me one book. So I think you might have known that very famous book, that Eat That Frog. I purchased that book, but it is still in my shelf untouched. I'm not using because of my influence of this my BFF. So few days back in my office, I got a invitation that there will be online training for the freeing ourselves from procrastination. I was very ecstatic to join the session. I joined it, and the trainer suggested some questions, around 15 questions they presented. So the initial questions were like how frequently you complete your task project within the time, how respect your deadlines, how you respond to your missed calls and urgent emails. And based on that, if you are doing good, you have to give the 1 mark. If you are bad, you have to give the 5 marks. So after some times, the results started coming out in the chat box. So the initial results were like 25, 37, 25, 27, 30. Then came later 45, 55, up to 50 it came. I didn't posted my result. So after the complete questionnaire, the trainer started giving the score rating. How does it mean? So the people who scored below 30, they are doing their job very great job. So they need to just try to improve themselves. No need to do much thing. But who are doing getting the score between 30 to 45, they have to work on themselves to have better improvements. People who are scoring 45 to 60, she suggested that they should go to some counselor to how to arrange themselves to be more productive. So like me, other were also there who didn't post it. And then I realized because my score was 63. So I was not expecting what the outcome will come, what suggestions he can make for me, that what I have to do. So initially I was so happy that I'm going to get some solutions, but ultimately I'm ending with some frustration that, see, what is the score and other thing. But during our refreshment time, I'm discussion with my colleague, I came to know those are performing very well in our office. I was very impressed with them, how they are respecting their timelines, always doing good their job, but still they also scored more than 60. So I realized, although we are doing good job, but we are going, everyone or most of us are going through the pain that we are not doing on the time, or at least we are finishing at the late time. The pain, that frustration everyone is having, and we have to be hanging there for those things. So over the period of time, our age, we have the procrastination. When we were the student, we were not able to complete our homework because we have the priority to play on the ground. During the college days, we have very different priorities, not able to complete the study until the exam is on 1 or 2 days. When we are in our professional life, we have the professional task meanwhile we will get married, then we have some personal priorities also. So, and importantly, we all intend to do all those things in time. So how it is possible? So we will try to finish the thing in time. If we miss one, then we will have some frustration, regret, self-anger. Then it will imitate on the next one. Then there will be the cycle of the procrastination. And we are getting trapped in this. So importantly is that we should know that we should have the same evaluation where we can do better. So I also did for myself. So from all my self-evaluation, I came to know those are the 4 factors that are working. Those are the reasons for my procrastination. The first one is the confusion. Second one is the negligence. The third one is the multitasking. And the fourth important is the distraction. So to cope up all these problems or the reasons, I decided some rules for myself. So the first for the confusion, avoid confusion, no space for the confusion. Until and unless I will not get any complete understanding of the task, what I have to do, I will not fix the timeline also. Because if you know what I have to do, then definitely you will know how to do. Secondly, the negligence. Sometimes there will be chances that we will miss so many things unintentionally. How many things we can keep on mind? So I just made one note in my PC, TTD, things to do. There are 4 columns. The first one is the date of the task. Second is the task description. The third one is the priority, high, medium, or the low. And the fourth one is the status. So every day morning when I open my laptop, I see what tasks I need to complete, what are the pending tasks and what are their priorities. And before the end of the day, I will update that list with the new task. So it will help me to avoid nothing will miss from my task list. Third one is the multitasking. Yeah, multitasking will take so many things in the forward direction, but it will not conclude anything. If it is not anything not concluded, it is not complete. So again, we will be lagging there. So avoid multitasking and focus on the things which we are able to do with our comfort. And fourth one is the distraction. Most the distractions happen with our phone. So we will get a notification for the WhatsApp, Instagram, and so many other things. So I stopped the complete notification for all the apps. Whenever I have time, I will go to them and I will respond them. So I can focus on my one, all that's completed. And most importantly of all, that we should respect the timelines, our daily timelines, whether we are working from home or working from office. We should leave the office on time and we should close the laptop on time. So itself, it will fix the timelines for us and we will work on our time. So this is how I'm dealing with my VFF, and I hope very soon I will get distant from it. Thank you all.
Thank you, TM Dhaneshwar, for a beautiful insight. I would agree that most of us do have this procrastination, and whatever suggestions he gave, like avoiding distraction, making a to-do list, following the to-do list, that every one of us should follow or maybe following, and we may improve on those. Thank you, TM Dhaneshwar, for that. So I hope everybody is aesthetic at present, but let us go back to the theme. So where were we? I. We were at I. So everybody's clear about D. We are diverse, but alone diversity is not enough. So what is I? Inclusion. So when we say inclusion, what does it mean? Like when I say inclusion, we have diversity, we have diverse people with genders, ages, experience. But when I say inclusion, what does it mean? Correct. So T.M. Gitanjali rightly said that without inclusion, diversity has no meaning. We may have diverse people with diverse experience, but we don't give them chance, don't allow them to get included in the work or any other action, then diversity has no meaning. So when everyone is included, everyone wins. So that is inclusion. Inclusion means appreciating our behaviors or appreciating our differences. If diversity is being invited in the party, inclusion is being asked to dance or participate in the dance. Inclusion is where people differences are valued and used to enable everyone to thrive at work. Inclusion is where you have a collaborative, supportive, and respectful environment such that people are able to know that their contribution matters, and that increases the participation. An inclusive workplace has fair policies and practices in place and enables a diverse range of people to work together in an effective way. Diversity and inclusion both together brings and gives all opportunities so that people can learn and grow together. By working with people from different backgrounds and with different experience, we are getting more experience ourselves. We come to know the working style, and in a way, the organization or the firm or the area in which we are working grows. Inclusive culture makes people feel respected. Once they are included, they feel part of that organization or part of their team, and it gives the feeling of importance or respected. They feel they are valued for who they are as an individual or group. People feel a level of supportive energy and commitment from others so that they can do their best at work. The process of inclusion, it engages each of us, right? We may be diverse, but if we don't start or don't initiate, we are not inclusive. So it is with everyone. It makes people feel valued as being essential to success. What the study shows? It shows that when people feel valued, they function at full capacity, with full energy, more agile, and they feel that they are part of the mission. This culture shift creates higher performing organization where motivation and moral increases. So coming back to Toastmaster fraternity, we are diverse. Do we have the inclusive culture as well? Right. So as Toastmaster also, like we have, as we work as a team. If you talk about our XCOM team itself, we have people with diverse background. But if we don't listen to each other, we will not be able to perform. Similarly, any Toastmaster meeting, we have inclusions of everyone, even the guests are included. So it is diverse and inclusion together which makes our meeting successful. So now we have D and I, right? So what about E? I think is already rightly given. E is equality. So we will not move to the equality. We will move to our next session first. So again, you have to hang in there. we will move to the most interesting topic for today. That is the table topic. Our table topic master for today is TM Pooja.
Yes.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Before I move to the table topic, yeah, then I think on voting upon. Okay. First, I would like to call TM Biswajit to present the timer report for the prepared system. TM Biswajit.
Thank you, TMOD. Again, very good morning to all of you. Actually, I am very ecstatic by listening all the speeches of our speakers, and I was just hanging there and concentrate on timing. That's why I am unable to listen carefully all of their speeches. So I have just noted down what are the timings of there. TM Barun has taken 5 minutes, so he's qualified. And TM Kuldeep has taken 6 minutes 12 seconds, and he is also qualified. But TM Dhanaswar has been taken 8 minutes 12 seconds. So as per our timing rules, he is not qualified. So that's all from my timing report. Over to you.
Thank you, TM. I think now Dhaneshwar will roll the online poll. So everybody, please vote for the best prepared speaker, TM Barun and TM Kuldeep, as TM Dhaneshwar is not qualified for voting. polls are launched. Okay. So as we poll, we move to our next topic for today, next session for today, that is the table topic master. This is a very interesting topic where each of us would get, or many of us would get a chance to give an impromptu speech. Our table topic master for today is TM Pooja. She is online. TM Pooja, can you
Thank
just
you,
take your...
Toastmaster of the day.
Yeah, it's up to you, TM Pooja.
Okay. Hello and very good morning, Toastmaster of the day, my dear friends and guests. Today I am playing the role of table topic master. In this session, each speaker is encouraged to speak at least for 1 minute up to 2 minutes. This session will enhance your public speaking for impromptu topics given to you. As today is Friendship Day, yes, I am ecstatic to be the part of today's meet. So, my dear friends, hang in there for the topic you get for at least more than 1 minute to get qualified. Now, my first topic goes to TM Kirit sir. Yes, good morning, sir. Your topic is, due to some emergency, you got a golden opportunity to handle all the household chores. Describe your day.
Say again once more.
Okay. Due to some emergency, you got a golden opportunity to handle all the household chores. Describe your day.
Oh. Good morning. It's not a golden opportunity, it's an everyday experience for me. See, once you retire in life, people think that retired people have a lot of time at their disposal. So people keep on asking me that, can you please do this with me? Can you give some tuition to my child? He's not able to complete the homework, all those things. So in fact, retired people are more busier than the actual people who are working. And most of people who are retired end up doing household chores generally. And of course, I do the same. But then what you have to know is you have to start enjoying everything which are. For example, if you are in the kitchen, you will find so many hidden treasures in the kitchen, which are hidden from you, like chocolates, cookies, which you will generally not be given looking at your age. But if you are household chores, you can open all the cupboards, take all the good things, and make some noises around. Also, I am very fond of music, so I always put on music. With the music, even if I break some glasses, the noise will not be heard. So that music is loud, and I am singing along with that and doing the work. But enjoyable thing is when I do the house chores, I realize that how important it is for us to realize these people who are working in house. Suppose your maid doesn't come for 1 day, and you have to clean the house, you have to do the dusting and all. Then you realize that how important this work is. If she does not take care, she can break so many things. But your own thing, you take care. But the maids, they are only working for the service. They are working for a limited time. So every opportunity, you have to learn how to extract enjoyment out of it. Household chores throughout the day, right from morning to evening, you know not how to do. You have to always divide your time into various activities. And if you do a good, nice work, I have seen, you all must have experienced, when you do some good job of say cleaning the vessels, you feel so satisfied when you see the platform with beautiful plates around it. But you don't realize it. You always say this is some boring work and maid has not come, my wife is not good, all this thing I have to do to her. If you do like that, then you will lose all the interest. The household chores, of course, in COVID time, you must have done, but I have been doing it regularly. So for me, it is nothing new. Thank you.
Very well correct, sir. Very well correct the topic. My next topic is for guest Hari.
Okay.
Yes, Hari.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Your topic is, the day I met dash. In dash, you can say friend, wife, your child, anybody. You can keep it there. The day I met dash. It may be friend, it may be your wife, it may be any person.
Okay, so good morning, one and all present over here. My name is Hari, and today on the occasion of Friendship Day, I would like to give you some experience when I met my life's best friend. He is now in Canada, and it was a very misfortune that I met him first time by having a fight with each other. We became friends when we were really small. Like we used to be studying like third or fourth standard, and I didn't remember exactly that for what reason we did have a fight. We fight on the street. It was really bad. Even we have been bitten by our parents as well because it was a huge fight. I don't remember the reason exactly, but even I don't remember the reason when we became friends. But it's being over 15 years we have been friends. So he's in Canada, and even I'm planning for that as well. So he was like, I cannot define him that why he is my best friend and how good he is. But whenever I'm stressed by my life, whenever I feel I'm feeling demotivating, or whenever I feel like I'm getting down in my life, I usually calls him, and we motivate always each other. And it's a kind of bond created between us, which is unbreakable. And friendship is the biggest strength for me, I guess. And everyone should have at least one friend in their life which always supports them, motivates them, and that's all. Thank you everyone.
You spoke wonderfully, TM Hari, guest Hari. My next topic goes to guest UT.
Am I audible?
Yes. Okay. Your topic is, if you could have superpower, what would it be? If you could have superpower, what would it be?
Okay, so that's an amazing question. Thank you, TM Pooja. If I could have any superpowers, it would be invisibility over anything, because the idea of invisibility really makes me happy that I can go anywhere in the world without anyone judging me, the way I present myself or the way I um, behave, or even the way I speak to anyone. So I can go roam around at night as well without even thinking that people would stare at me or anything. And of course, being invisible has its own perks. I can travel places without thinking about ideas of visa and plane tickets and anything. I can just hop into any flight I can go, and I can travel to amazing places like Paris or the Amazon forest, which I always wanted to go. Other than that, invisibility also, the idea of invisibility really makes me uh, think that what all things actually happen behind the scenes, which the normal humans, which normal public don't see, like the mafias or the corrupt people. I can also see what they do. So that's all from my side.
Well said, Yuti. Well said. But in reality, we get friends when we are in real life. Yes, and when we are invisible, we don't have any friends over there. Yes, my next topic is for guest Nihil.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Your topic is describe your perfect day. Describe your perfect day.
So, good morning, all of you. Describing my perfect day. What it could be mean for me, like doing the best thing, which I really like to do. It can be considered as a sleeping. Let's have that. It can be considered as a reading a book, which I would like to read. It can be considered as going out with my friends or even with my girlfriend for having some lunch, dinner, or even for a long drive. It can be considered as a watching a movie. And the first of all, I would really love to watch movies in the English. So describing my perfect day, the first of all, it is a good thing for me if I could able to wake up at 6 a.m. I could able to chant Om for few minutes, so I can able to make myself realize that I am the best thing for me, and I have that power and strength that I can keep up my capabilities, and I can be show the best version of my life. After that, I will make sure that I will utilize my day in a productive manner by doing the things which I would like to do, by reading the books, by attending the classes, by going with my friends, by talking with my parents, because they are the best thing for me, because they know me very well. Apart from my parents, I will also talk with my friends. So this is how I describing my day. Thank you.
Well said, guest Mihir. Yes, my next topic is for guest Jayesh.
Good morning,
Yes,
ma'am.
good morning. Good morning. Your topic is what makes you happy? What makes you happy?
So first of all, good morning again to offline and online members. And thank you for giving me a good topic. That is what make me happy. So everyone lives the life to make themselves happy. We want to achieve something. Why? Because we get, after getting that, we feel ourselves happy. And what make me happy? Simply to help others. By helping others and reduce their stress or obstacles or problems, solving problems or giving some encourage, giving some motivation to others to help them in a way that they can increase and improve their life. So basic, I can only get happiness while I'll see whatever the person to whom I came to contact and uh, make myself to help them in any way. So this is, I feel, make me happy more. And also I would also like that happiness is the basic thing which everyone seeking in their life. So that is the to helping others is the only way that make me help, make me happy. Thank you.
Well said. Yes, my next topic goes to guest Avi.
Good
Yes,
morning.
good morning, Avi. Yes, your topic is everyone forgets your upcoming birthday. How you will try to remind them to plan a party?
So good morning to my offline as well as online friends. My name is Avi, and thank you, ma'am. Can you please repeat once again? My topic is how I will remind.
Everyone forgets your birthday, upcoming birthday. How you will try to remind them
Okay.
to plan a party?
Okay. So it will be a very bad feeling if anyone will forget my birthday. Then what I will do, I will try to just send something related to my birthday. Like on 23rd April is my birthday, so we will go somewhere out. Then the person will ask me, then why you have to go out? Then I will not tell the full motto of my behind why I'm reminding him. I will try to escape from the main idea, but I will try to give a hint to all the members. If I'm in the organization, then I will go straight to the HR and I will tell this 23rd April is a very nice day. So he or she will also think that what's on 23rd April. I will tell you, check the documents. There might be something good. Then this will be my way to remind them all that what's special on 23rd April, and I will try to connect with as many people to get to know that this is my special day and wish me good luck. Thank you.
Well said and well tried. My next topic is for guest Chola.
Hello, madam.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Your topic is, what is something that you would like to learn at any age?
Good question. What is something that I would like to learn at any age? I'm a people's person, and I would like to connect more how I can help out people. See, basically, I love to travel, and why I love to travel is because I love to know different cultures. When I see a movie, suppose you see any kind, you see a Hollywood movie, and and in that movie, the couple gets a divorce, and then they remarry. Then remarry for 2-3 times, but is that the case? So that is not the case. I learned that after I went into that country and stayed there for some time, and then I interacted with people who have been married for past 30 years. So you have to be, you don't I try throughout my life, I try, and whenever I meet new people, I try not to be judgmental. So once you start being, the moment someone comes to you and he say, oh, this is a Patel, so he'll interact in some way. This is a Marwari, he'll interact in different way, Punjabis, so on and so on. But if you try and be unjudgmental, and if you appreciate the thing, know that this person has come all the way from Punjab, learning here, he's all on his own, and he's doing even if he is a failure, I should encourage him. So that's all I would say. Thank you very much.
Well said, well said. Do we have time?
Yeah, we can have one more.
One more. Okay. Who will come forward for this last topic? Who is coming?
TM Kalpesh would come.
Okay. Yes, good morning, TM Kalpesh.
Good morning, Pujani.
Your topic is, you bought a new car. Now as you're going out for a long drive, what instructions you would like to give to those all who are sitting in your new car?
Good morning, Toastmaster and esteemed guests. So I tell you my real story. In 2018, I bought a car, and from the showroom to my house, I was really scared because I learned my car, but I was not so much confident. At that time, I called my cousin to drive the car back to the home. So he helped me a lot, and I brought my car to my home. And now it's a time for me to go for the first ride with my car. Okay. And my mom suggested me, just go to temple, because that is the first thing we do in our home. So at that time, I remove my car outside of the parking and started, and I give first instruction to all of my my mother, my two sons, and my wife, because they are very much excited, to go for the first time in the car. I told them, first wear the seat belt and hold your breath, because
I wanted to. I'm riding this new car because I learned on the old car. Okay. So that was the first instruction I give. Anyhow, I reached to the temple. We worship it, and we came back safely. And then I realized that just I have that confidence to ride the car. Thank you.
Well said, TM Kalpesh. Yes, we have to be careful. My next and next to the last topic is for the guest.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Your topic is if you are kept away from all the gadgets, for 2 days, describe your feelings.
It's very really good topic now these days. Everyone I think wanted to leave, but cannot. So yes, fine. I can survive because I can make my mind when I will leave something. It's a just mindset game, I would say. And of course, then when I will leave and whatever is, but of course something will be in my mind also as a priority. And when I decide to leave without all these gadgets, then maybe something I will make the provision before that also, so that everything will be on the at a settled point. And of course, this will be the pleasure time for me also, and I would say maybe for everyone also now these days. If they will have this kind of opportunity and they can survive without all these things. So yes, of course, there will be very good life if without that some meditation work and some gaming which physically we can perform and which will give you some energy to perform after 2 days or 3 days, whatever the time you have spent without all these gadgets. So this is for me, and that's it. Thank you very much.
Well said, well said. Yes, there was a humor line that when we are not with our gadgets, we actually came to know about our family members whom we stay over there. Yes, there was one joke on that. Over to you, TMOD.
And normally start with the wire, but now today person start with the phone. Thank you, TM Pooja, for that wonderful table topic session. It gave most of the guests and esteemed speaker the opportunity to speak. That was great work. Thank you, TM Pooja. So I think I will call for Biswajit to present the timer report for the table topic speakers. TM Biswajit.
Thank you, TMOD. I would like to congratulate all the table topic speakers that all of them are qualified, and on an average, most of them have taken 1 minute 30 seconds around. So I will not repeat tell all the times for 9 speaker into 10 speaker. So that's all. Over to it.
Thank you, TM Biswajit, for the timer's report. Now I think Sa will for the voting for the best tabletop speaker. Please put your vote for the best table topic speaker. Okay, while you vote, I move to the E part of DIE. We are diverse. We have inclusion. Right? People from different religion, different castes are here. People are now also included. They are told to put their ideas, put their weight. But what if they are not given equal opportunity? Right? So E stands for equal opportunity. Equality is about giving everyone an equal chance. Equality is about ensuring that every individual has an equal opportunity to make the most of the lives and talents. It is also the belief that no one should have poorer life chances because of the way they are born, where they come from, what they believe, or if they have any disability. Equality recognizes that historically, certain group of people with protected characteristics such as race, disability, sex, and sexual orientation have experienced discrimination. So, again, when we come to Toastmasters, do we have that equality here? So, every one of us is given an equal opportunity, equal chance. Even if you talk about the table topic session, not only the renowned speakers, but the guests as well get equal chance to speak. So we are already in the DIE culture, that is diversity, inclusion, and equality. So now I come to our last session for the day, that is the evaluation. Our general evaluator is TM Parag, who is online. TM Parag?
Yes.
So
yes.
Yeah, you're audible. I will hand over the stage to TM Parag to give his general evaluation. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much, TM Tarun. Good morning to TMOD. Good morning to fellow Toastmaster and respected guest. As our Toastmaster sessions are divided in 3 parts. This is the very, very important and fruitful part, that is evaluation. And in my department also, we have a team of detective staffs who keep watch on criminals and watch on people. So here in our Toastmaster, I have my team of evaluators, right? So we have a team of evaluator for the first prepared speakers session, right? Where for each speaker we have their evaluator, right? So through that we can understand, we can learn lots of things. And second one, that is our tag team, that is heart of our Toastmastering. And then our table topic evaluator TM Bhavesh, he is also going to evaluate every topic delivered by guest, by Toastmasters, right? So the meeting was started around 10:32, and the setup was really good in comparison of past setup. And meeting opening is really awesome, right? Or Adil, always keep his face smiling, right? So he nicely, delivered that rose diagram, right? So that was amazing. And I really congratulate our president for that. And then our Toastmaster, TM Tarun, he really introduced a new innovation theme. When I read the topic die, so I was also thinking about death, right? Because people always think about negative thing first, and then comes our topic master Pooja. Pooja has chosen every topic carefully at the level of it was deliverable by anybody, right? And I hope that our guests might have enjoyed a lot. So now I would like to call our tag teams, grammarian and AHA counter, one by one, to deliver their first evaluation report.
Parag, first we have to call speech evaluator.
Okay. Sorry for that. So I would like to call the prepared speech evaluator. The first is Barun. So for that, I would like to call Sanchita ma'am. Barun has delivered old wine in a new bottle. So Sanchita, over to you.
Thank you, G. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are.
Thank you, everyone. Have you ever thought there are many hobbies which we start with complete enthusiasm, like gym, and then somewhere down the line we get bored and we give it up? What is the best way to start it back? Start from the scratch. Greetings to everyone, and especially my target speaker, Toastmaster Varun. Congratulations for a wonderful speech. I love the title, Old Whiny New Model. The moment it was published in our Toastmasters WhatsApp chat, there were reactions. Everybody gave a thumbs up. And so everyone was looking forward to this speech. You came forward and started with a saying. I love the way you repeated the saying, and then you made everyone realize how you are remembered is how you make others feel. Then you went about speaking about your personal life. It was brilliant. You introduced humor at different phases. I love the way when you mentioned a person who doesn't do any mistake and yet says sorry is the husband. We enjoyed your speech. We love to speak. You maintained eye contact with everyone. You kept on looking here and there. Every audience loved it. We were all connected throughout the speech. You are already an experienced Toastmaster. There are things you can do to improve this speech. The first and foremost, use your stage. I would say your speech could be divided easily into three parts. First is education, second is family, and third is final calling. So in this stage, you can stand at one side and speak about your education from your school life to your college life, then about your family, and finally about your final calling. This way you will organize the speech. Now we are in a nice small room, but whenever you are speaking in a large stage and we have audience spread across, the best way would be to go around. This will give you an opportunity to connect with your audience, especially when it comes to eye contact. Thirdly, what I would say is you have a tendency of looking up. Try avoiding that. When you look up, you lose contact with your audience, and that breaks the spontaneity of the speech. Keep these two things in mind. Overall, very good content, nice representation, good jokes. Just keep the suggestions in mind and it will be a wonderful speech. Thank you.
Thank you. Wonderful evolution by Sanchita. Now we will move to our second evaluator for Kuldeep. I really, appreciate, and I would like to give congratulations to Kuldeep because I have seen his confidence changing into drastic transformation. Yeah, and I would like to share you with all that fear and happiness. These two are our natural human instinct. So fear and happiness are therefore to make us safe, to keep us safe, right? So as a human we can go beyond fear, right? So as this Kuldeep has done, so I would like to call our president and evaluator TM Adil to come up on stage and give evaluation of Kuldeep. Yes, Adil, over to you.
Thank you so much, G. Hopefully, I am visible and audible.
Yes, you are.
Thank you. Firstly, I would like to congratulate Toastmaster Kuldeep. He has taken the right step, and it requires courage to come up on the stage and to conquer your fear. So you are going in right direction, and applaud. I would like to applaud you for your icebreaker. Me, myself, and I. At first, I thought that you would start singing because there is a song which is related to me, myself, and I. You started off, even though this is your ice-breaking speech, I would still like to start with constructive things and would end on a positive. You started by saying sorry, even though you can give your icebreaker speech with a note. So never undermine yourself by directly starting with sorry. So you could have started directly. So that was the first point I would like to point out. At start, you were a bit nervous. So your voice was bit low. You could improve this in the upcoming speeches and be more louder. Third, there were pauses in between. So when you checked your notes, rather than bringing it in the phone, you could bring it in a piece of paper and only highlight the points that you want to deliver. That would go long way and it would be helpful for you and won't create a distraction in between. Pauses, as I mentioned. Last point, you were standing with your hands back. You could use your hand and could use the stage whenever you are on the stage. Try to use the stage and don't keep hand backwards. Rather than use your hand freely so that it shows your confidence. Here comes the orator with his flood of words and his drop of reason. You use beautiful words in between, like you use orator. You started off by using good phrases. That's the important aspect. You have accent and you know how to convey your message. So you have short, the 3 points that I mentioned, you have 2 points. That is a beautiful accent and beautiful way to communicate your thoughts. So keep it up and keep doing it forward. Second was that story. You brought in 2 stories. One was regarding the doctor, that disease you had, and second was regarding the table that caught fire. And it also brought in a bit humor in between. So that is a good part. You tried in your first speech itself, you tried to bring in humor, which goes long way, because if someone laughs, you get confident. You did bring in Toastmaster, how you came here, like why you joined. You also mentioned to bring funny humor here as well. Regarding table topic, ask me regarding rugby. So that shows how you want to convey your message to members and what your liking and other stuff. Apart from that, you use beautiful phrases. You even asked a question in between and one member responded to it. That's an important aspect and it's really good. To summarize, never undermine yourself, be loud, hand never back, continue storytelling, bring in humor, that is good, and continue question. And at the end, you don't have to worry about funeral. You don't have to talk about coffin and anything. I'm sure next meeting you would be a better speaker and better orator. So good luck. I would hand it over to General Evaluator, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Adil. It's really, beautiful, analytical. We human being always need some critic to rectify. When we were child, we have critic in the form of our parents, right? But whenever we grow up, we stop due to criticism. But through this Toastmaster platform, I also learned to get rectifications of, in every aspect, especially in speaking and public speaking concern. So now next speakers analysis, evaluation, Dhyaneshwar. For that, I would like to call Gitanjali ma'am to evaluate his speech, procrastination. Gitanjali ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, G. Am I audible and visible to you?
Yes, you are.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. Toastmaster Dhyaneshwar, my heartfelt thanks to you for presenting such authentic and wonderful speech. It was well organized, well written, and well narrated speech. Congratulations for handling them and giving speech in spite of procrastination. Content of your speech was totally synchronized with the speech type. Through your presentation, you talked about your procrastination, which in itself is a weakness of an individual. This proves your inner strength because mostly we all hide our weakness. The whole presentation based on your life. Small instances of procrastination from your life that you presented made your speech expressive, impressive, and interesting. Your speech content was very realistic and thoughtful. I like the way you had presented yourself. It was just like your confession about your procrastination. That is the reason you created great impact on audience. Your eye contact, facial gesture, body language, and hand movement, everything totally supported your presentation. Technically, it was very sound presentation. All the three parts of your speech, such as opening, body, and conclusion, were nicely linked with each other. You tried your best, you applied all feedback given by your previous evaluation. Indeed, you are a good speaker, but I want to make you a superb speaker. Thus, I have a few recommendations for you. Firstly, do little hard work on your tonal quality, because some highs and low pitch, some high and low pitching makes the presentation more effective. Secondly, I feel today you are not in full speed. Thus, put little more life in your presentation to make it more expressive. And thirdly, take care of the time, because today you have crossed the time limit. For this, you just do the practice more time. Just record your speech and then take care of the time as if you could present your speech within the given time limit. Because I think today it was one of the best speech of today's meeting. Otherwise, I think you are one of the excellent speaker of this club, and I hope that in future you will bring many laurels for our club. With this, I will wrap up and over to our thanks, and over to you, our G. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. So nice. Thank you, TM Gitanjali. So we have, completed a really wonderful evaluation by Sanchita, TM Adil, and TM Gitanjali. And do you know, friend, we have theme that is DI, right? Diversity. That is also for human being. And every speaker also deliver their speech on human. For example, in Barun's speech, we find that old wine in a new bottle that is used for his own self, right? And then we have Kuldeep. The title of his speech is Me, I, Myself, right? So that is also addressing to us, human. And the last Dhyaneshwar's title, that is also procrastination. That is, if you have read Shakespeare's Hamlet, so Hamlet's weakness was procrastination. To be or not to be, that is the question. So really, today's meeting is really wonderful, and it's really connecting dots. So with that, I would like to call our timer to give his timing of evolution. Vishwajit. Yeah, Vishwajit.
Thank you, Ji. I would like to congratulate all the evaluators there on their time. And TM Sanchita has taken 2 minutes 25 seconds. TM Adil has taken 3 minutes 30 seconds. And TM Gitanjali has taken 3 minutes 20 seconds. So, thank you. Over to you, Ji.
Okay, thank you. Now, I would like to request to open up voting for the best evaluators. And now we will move to our next section, that is evaluation of table topic session, right? So in table topic session, we have a number of guests, right? Online, I can see Yuti, and in offline also we have lots of number of guests, right? So they might have enjoyed it. And so I would like to call Bhavesh, TM Bhavesh, to deliver his, evaluator for every table topic speaker. Over to you, Bhavesh.
Excellent. So thank you, G, for your wonderful evaluation of today's meeting. Table topic is a section where you have to give a impromptu speeches, and you need to you will be given a topic at a time, and Pooja has done that job really well. And the today's day was a friendship day, and all the topics were all about how you have spent time with your friends and family, most of them. So just a general feedback to all the table topic masters, table topic speakers, is that whenever you give a speech, you have to have minimum time, like 1 to 2 minutes time is there. So you first think for first 10 to 15 seconds, you can think about the topic, and you can be more relevant to what you want to speak all about. So that is first feedback about table topic section. And also, when you start a speech, most of the guests have missed the salutation part. So, thanking the people, saying hi, hello to everyone. So, out of total 9 speakers, there were 2 Toastmasters and 7 were guests. So, yes, because they were attending it for the first time, but this is a general practice that we follow. Also, because table topic master is not there, we need to have a handshake. So that is one thing that I would like to highlight. Somebody who is coming offline will take a section. And also, you have to have a stage coverage. I think, except Hari, most of the speakers have not used the stage in a way. So that would help to become more engaging with the people. So just to go against each speaker, uh, first speaker was none other than our veteran Kirit sir, and he has wonderfully handled the topic, and he has engaged the all audience, and he took a topic in such a way that even when we start, we take at least 20 seconds to think about what to speak, but immediately he started off with the topic, and conveyed about his own self. And the it is not more about public speaking, but it is more about a life lesson that we have learned out of what you said in those 2 minutes. So enjoy every moment. That was a message that I took from that session. And also importantly, he also conveyed that you do your regular task every day, but you also have to be multitasking in what you are doing. So why women are more multitaskers than the men, that is a fundamental reason that we should spend a day in a kitchen. So that is something which I will take as a feedback for everyone. Then guest Hari. Hari had started off with very well with the his his friend who was there. How he has fighted with him in the how he fought earlier, and he didn't know about how he became his friend. Actually, he was an enemy, but then he became your friend. So he really engaged there. But then you have to be little bit more specific in a way that how actually you spend the day with him. So you have to tell more about it. That was something which I feel, and your stage usage was fantastic, and that was something which everybody should learn. About Yuti guest, she was given a superpower topic, so she really took it very well, and there was no issue in her speech. Only thing is she could become more relevant to the topic what she had conveyed to all of us. Then guest Mihir, uh, he used salutation properly. It was about a perfect day, what he has to spend. So he started off really well about how to watch movies, and enjoy with the friends, and wake up early and things like that. But he could have become
even more relevant about the perfect day, how he would have spent. Rest everything was really nice about you. You started off well. Salutation was also perfect. Guess Jayesh, what makes you happy? So you have started. You really give nice message about everyone that you have to help others, which will make you happy. So and your speech was really nice, but you could have taken case study kind of thing into it. You could have given some idea that how you have helped others. It would have helped you. So guest Avi, everyone forgets your birthday and how you will remind him about your birthday. So you really given a nice two humorous examples, like you have engaged how you will tell your personal friends and how you will talk to HR. In both the facets you have covered that, and your speech was humorous and very straightforward. Very good. uh, Chola, your speech was about what you would like to learn at any age. You have missed the salutation part. In the very beginning, you should say hello or good morning, and rest everything was good about being judgmental. You don't have to be judgmental about the things and appreciate the diversity, and that part was good. About TM Kalpesh, you have given a relevant example by engaging people through your personal experience, and that was really good, and we could connect it very well with the speech. And you have conveyed to us that you have to first go to a temple and then again, uh, so it was an overall humorous topic. I believe only you can become more I can say uh, you can use a stage more. That was something which I could give that. Rest everything is good. And Barun had given a very good life lesson for all of us in this session. Whatever you think, whatever you act, it doesn't matter, but how you make feel others, that is more important. And that was something which I took it as an wonderful speech for, and all the speaker, it is important. So this is a lesson for life as well as for public speaking. Thank you.
Thank you. Nice evolution by TM Bhavesh. Bhavesh has really pointed out each aspect when we deliver, when somebody asks us, right? Especially instantly somebody asks us, so we feel confused. So I would like to give two tips here. Engage your imagination and be like a kid, right? Be like a small kid. Whenever anybody give you topic, engage your all imagination and behave like a kid. That is the key to speak on anything, right? And don't worry about criticisms and what people think. It is called no sabse bada rog kya kahenge log. That doesn't matter if you want to grow. So with that, now I would like to call our tag team to present their report. For that, I would invite Santosh, TN Santosh, Aha Counter. Over to you, TM Santosh.
I'm pretty sure you as the audience enjoyed all our static speaker. But in India, unlike our road, they have jugs, potholes, speakers, speed breakers. Similarly, we had in today's session. So we'll just summarize in short. Like Toastmaster Sanchita, Gitanjali, Toastmaster Kirit, guest Avi, and Toastmaster Adil. They were commendable. There were no filler words and repetitive words. Now, to summarize who used are, so Toastmaster Viswajit, Toastmaster Ashish, Toastmaster Kuldeep, Toastmaster Dhyaneshwar, Toastmaster Hari, guest Yukti, guest Mihir, guest Jayesh, guest Chola, guest Toastmaster Kalpesh, and guest Shiv. They used more than 5 hours. And just to conclude, like even in the last session, it was told like so and so, like so and. So these two words are being used many times by many of the speakers. Just have a watch on that and reduce from next time your speech. Thank you. Over to the master.
Thank you, Santosh. Now I would like to call TM Ashish for his grammarian report. TM Ashish.
Good afternoon once again, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. It was pleasure listening to all our wonderful speakers today, and I hardly noticed any grammatical errors today, but there were excellent usage that we had in today's meeting. Like our speakers, TM Barun used a word like spirituality, uplift. That was really good usage. Then TM Kuldeep used orator attributes, eloquent. That was really good usage. Then TM Dhaneshwar used procrastination, trap, and negligence. It was again a good usage. And about incorrect usage, one of the speakers mentioned, I was impressed with the team. It should be, I was impressed with the team. And regarding pronunciation, it was like negligence was said negligence. So that was only the incorrect usage. And about the word of the day and phrase of the day, I'm happy to see that most of the Toastmasters and guests have used TM Tarun, Barun, TM Kuldeep, TM Dhaneshwar, TM Sanchita, TM Gitanjali, TM Biswajit, TM Pooja. All of them have used word of the day and phrase of the day. It was really good to see that. And that's all from my side. Over to you, G.
Thank you. Thank you. So now we are running, yeah, after time, right? So now it's really, today's overall meeting is really ecstatic, right? And we enjoyed every segment and every session was connected. And I would recommend all to hang here, right? And abandon and give up your fear and hang here in spite of, if you have fear, stage fear. With that, I would like to give the stage to our TM Tarun. TM Tarun. Over to you, TM.
Thank you, G, for the wonderful insight for today's meeting. So we have talked about diversity, inclusion, equality. But still, many of us would feel that we are left out, we are not included. Even though the culture is in place, we still feel that we are left out. So why is it so? I will like to present some statistics. Research shows that our brain continuously receives information. Every second, every millisecond, the brain is continuously receiving information. But only 40% of those information are getting stored. Rest of all are drained out. So, and our brains have become very efficient at using stored information and past experience to manage and sort the overload. This results in a preference to interpret new situation, though whatever familiar or comfortable. So if I am introduced to a new person, I may have some bias regarding him, right? Even though he is from a different culture, he is inclusive, he is given equal opportunity. But in my brain, because I have some knowledge about his past or his religion or his caste, my brain would have that bias in me, which does not allow me to accept him. So that is where, as individual, we have to change ourselves. So I would like to conclude the theme for today by just telling that whenever we encounter different people and unfamiliar situation, we need to consciously override so that we don't make any fake decision and we are into making a wise decision. It takes efforts, practice, and discipline to create the inclusive environment all around. Right? With this, I would like to hand over to the President TM Adil. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. Before I start anything, I would just like everyone permission that we have already overshooted. But if you all can give us 5 or 10 minutes more, both online as well as offline guests, if anyone has anything first important and they want to leave, like you are free to do so. So I won't say anything. There are guest feedbacks as well which are left, but we will keep it after the meeting. So all the guest feedbacks online as well as offline, I will personally reach out to each and everyone. And if you have any specific feedback for any person or anyone, you can share it directly to them. This is only due to we are running late, so that's why keeping time. And it is important that we also get an extra feedback since we have Toastmaster character. So I would like him to, like, 1 or 2 minutes, if he can give as an audience overall feedback for everyone, and a candid feedback, because your feedback and everyone, like our mentors are there, like you, Toastmaster Geetanjali and Sanchita, your feedback matter to us. So I would request you to come up on the stage and give feedback.
Thank you. Thank you. I would not take more than a couple of minutes because he requested me to do that. One thing very important, actually, this entire session has been evaluated by Parag. Table topic is been evaluated by Bhavesh, and both the evaluators, the three evaluators, did a wonderful job of evaluating everything. So everything has been done perfectly. Timers and grammarian age counter also have said what are before. What I want to emphasize is that if you don't take anything at home out of this feedback, then it doesn't work. 10:30 to 12:30 when we come here on a Sunday morning, I'm glad that all of you could spare time like that. But if you won't take it at home, if you don't register all this feedback in you, then it is of no use. It's not a time pass meeting that we just come, couple of hours, you listen and go home. I will just give you the examples. We had Toastmaster Pinky Behrus. We had Toastmaster Neha. We had Toastmaster Pradeep Talreja. And we had Toastmaster Nikhil. I have seen all these four right from the beginning. Pinky Behrus was fumbling in the first speech here. And now she is the top coach of TEDx, if you remember. And anybody who wants to listen can listen to her on YouTube. Pinky Behrus is today one of the master speakers, and that happened over, I think, couple of years, 2 years time. Pradeep was under my mentorship, and Pradeep was fumbling in the table topic first time he was asked to speak. He was working in a good position in his company. And now today, I think he's a director in the company, and he speaks so well. He's so organized. How did he do that? He took the feedback which was given very carefully. He was noting down everything we used to say, our counter, where the repeated words he's using, and right, all that thing. And he avoided all of them. Now, if you hear Pradeep, I think you work for Pradeep, right? Now, if you hear him, you will not realize that he has learned speaking. Neha was afraid of giving her first speech. We had to cajole her to give the first speech in the Toastmaster Club. Today, she is the divisional director, and if you listen to her, you will be mesmerized the way she speaks, the way she articulated. How this happened? This happened because they took the feedback rightly. If you just come and listen and just say that, okay, I will give next speech, same way again you give, third speech, again you give the same style, you don't show any improvement, then you will be just like that only. Every coaching class, every tuition class, or every mentorship, unless you learn, you will not really improve. So I urge all of you that whatever feedback is given, whether it's by timer, by grammarian, by our counter, just note down, are you repeating these words right? And, oh, yes, no, now. This will all take out essence out of the speeches. So please take the feedback home, something. And one thing I would also want to say, that some people prepare so beautifully. Like, can you imagine that Geetanjali Madam is in charge of her house? This Sanchita is full-time working. In spite of that, from all the way to Tarsali, they come here every Sunday and gives excellent feedback to you. You could see Sanchita's feedback on every speaker. She is responsible for Toastmasters growth, which I have shown in Pinky and Neha. It is all because of her beautiful feedback. Please take this into account. And I would like to say one thing about Toastmaster Barun. Third time he is giving the icebreaker speech. Third time. First speech and third speech, if you see, there's a remarkable difference. Today he gave without referring to anything, and he put the lessons in such a beautiful manner. How it happened? It happened only because of his dedication and his capacity to learn. So I will urge all of you, just don't take it as a time pass meeting. Try to improve yourself. It will only help you in your career. It is not for us or anybody else, but it is for your own benefit. So please learn. That's all I want to say.
Yes, everyone is using. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kirit sir. So, as mentioned, feedback is the food for the champions. So, do take it forward, like all the feedbacks given by all the members, all the role players. Do take it and do your due diligence by after the meeting, check the videos and check your mistake where you went wrong. I'm also learning to be more loud. So thank you. As a sign of appreciation, we give the certificate for all the role players and all like in the table topic who all perform. So firstly, best prepared speaker of the day. Any guesses? It's Toastmaster Bharat. Best table topic speaker, it goes to Toastmaster Kirit. Best supporting role player of the day, Toastmaster Bishwajit. Best role player of the day, Toastmaster Taro. It was an app thing with full of curiosity, and what it turns out, it is really amazing. And diversity, inclusion, and equity, it is being followed in corporate as well. So this learning would go a long way. Like it would be helpful for you in the corporate. And the last one, best evaluator of the day. Actually, it is myself, but I would give a due credit to Toastmaster Sanchita and Gitanjali ma'am, because of whom, like, I'm still learning in a process of learning, and they are basically my role model, and Toastmaster Kirit sir as well. So I would take this on their behalf. So thank you. So with this, and I apologize for today's delay. It was 10 minutes delay, and thank you for listening and staying here patiently. So thank you so much, and thank you so much all the role players and guests. So with this, I adjourn a group photo.